Good afternoon, Investment Property Update watchers. We are at World Travel, and I asked them to join me in a conversation. This year I want to talk about ethnic multi-generational travel. You're saying, what is that? I have a lot of clients that are here from all over the world, and the idea that I had was, as we sell our apartment buildings, as we look at the end of our lives, the idea of taking your loved ones on a trip to where you came from, ethnic, multi-generational traveling, I think is fantastic. And I've heard many stories of that, but I've come here today to World Travel because I want to hear from them what it's like. I mean, I'm just the realtor in the transaction generating the money. But what is it like to actually go on a trip with your extended family? Grandma, grandpa, kids, grandkids. What is that like? What does that mean to you? And I want to encourage you today, if you're watching this, to think about this year engaging in ethnic multi-generational travel. Going back to where you came from or where your parents came from and see what that's like to show your whole family what that experience is. So I'm here, Tom Jackson. Tom, you've done this, you've experienced this. What is this like?
Well, I've experienced it really from the bottom up. I traveled with my parents and my grandparents long ago and so on. Then I traveled as a parent with children and my parents, and now I'm a grandparent and so on. And in fact, we just did a very nice trip last year, multi-generational and so on. Our ethnicity is right here. We were, my parents and so on their parents came from abroad and so on, but I was born here. So this is our ethnicity. And taking a trip with your extended family is very special. You share things that you wouldn't share in any other way. All the busyness, all the iPhones, all the kind of stuff is out of the way and so on. And it's a precious moment as time goes by. As you say, time waits for no man and so on. And I'm in that group. And being with family, away from home, in whatever venue you would choose. Would it be a cruise ship? Would it be to a foreign country? Would it be renting a home? Would it be going to Maui and having a condominium? All those things come into play. And it's precious, and it's an experience you shouldn't not do.
Tom, I'm suggesting to the viewers that this is an investment.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you see it that way?
Absolutely. It's an investment. Bringing the family together, more knowledge, more continuity, and so on. Being with my wife and grandchildren, so it's very special. It's a memory.
Sure. Did you have to talk him into it? What was the experience like for you?
Yes, us being a parent, of course, and a grandparent, and being a wife, most gentlemen would like to hold on to a lot of their money, and of course, some of the stories as we do travel, some of the people unfortunately either get sick, and they say, if I would have known I was going to get sick, or I was planning on if I was going to die sooner, I would have taken more trips and spent more time with the family. And of course, as a grandparent and parent, I would take I love being with the grandchildren, but the husbands are kind of, it's too much trouble, I don't want to do it. They want to wait and wait and wait until something happens, a sickness in the family. And why not do it now? Because otherwise we just don't get to enjoy our family like we would. But Tom's, once we talk to him though, he's pretty good, but you still kind of have to talk him into it.
You have to talk him into it.
Yes.
Well, I'm suggesting people contact World Travel to do the talking into. Wendy has a daughter. What is this like? So you got your parents on one end and your kids on the other end in this trip. What is that like for you?
It's just wonderful. One of my best memories was a trip to Alaskan cruise with my parents and my kids and my husband and myself. So we enjoyed. The kids were teenagers. They ran around the ship. They had midnight buffet of chocolate, etc. So they really enjoyed it. We enjoyed getting together at the end of the day with a family dinner to share what we had done that day. So everyone had freedom, but everyone came together, and it's one of our best memories.
It is cool. You run around and you enjoy your independence, your freedom, but then you come together the night and Grandpa can pontificate on life, on the world, everything else. Mallory, as a granddaughter, as the end of this whole conversation, what's it like for you to hang out with all these stodgy people? Were you happy to have that happen? Was it?
Yeah. Definitely. It was some of my best memories that I've ever had were with my grandparents. We went to Boston and New York when I was younger, and I'll definitely cherish those memories. They were definitely a great time. And I think it's a really common ground that we have, and it's something that we're all interested in. And it's really fun to share that with your grandparents and your parents. And get to go on all these exciting trips and see all these amazing places together.
So here you have a granddaughter, you have daughters, you have grandparents coming together for ethnic multi-generational travel. So you're from Italy. 1903, all the people came over from Italy. You go back there with everyone and you leave a legacy where you are instilling in your grandchildren, in your heirs, a sense of where they came from, not from a book, not from a lecture, but from you. And you share your heart as to what life was, what the American dream is all about. And it's a small amount of money, but if you only have 4, 5, 6, 7 years left, what a great way to spend it. What a great way to make that happen. So call World Travel today. The number here is at the bottom, and have them explain how they can make that happen for you. Thanks for watching.